In this video, I'm going to show you how you can set up an agent in 5 minutes that can sell stuff for your e-commerce store. And the AI phone agents that we're going to be using in this video are of course Ringly.io AI phone agent. So the first thing we want to do is we want to create an account. So once you've created an account, you will land in the agents page, and in here we want to click on create new agent. For this example, I want to start from scratch and I want to select inbound and I want to create an advanced agent. So once you've done that, you will land in the agent configurations page, and in here we can actually start with setting up our agent. So for the voice and language, I will just leave those to default. You can change the voice and the language in here as well if you want to. But for my agent, I'm going to go straight into setting up the instructions. So for the general instructions, I want to give the agent some guidelines that it should follow. So since the purpose of my agent is generating sales, I want to give it some guidelines around that. So these are just the guidelines for the agent that it should follow. So if you have any restrictions you want to add to the agent, you can do that right here. And I also want to edit the greeting for my agent. So I want to change my company name in here. So now we get to the actual sales part of the agent. And this part we call the conversational flow steps. And what you can do in here is you can set up conditions so the agent can go into different parts of the conversation. So for instance, if the customer has some questions about the product, it can go to a different step and guide the customer through the process of buying a product. For the first step, we just want to set up a greeting. For this example, I'm going to keep it really simple. So I'll just tell it to introduce itself as Andrew. And once we've done that, we want to create a next step. And in this step, we want the agent to sell the customer the products that we have to offer. So I'm going to set up a prompt for that. But it could, however, happen that a customer is not ready to buy, and the agent should be prepared for that as well. So we want to create a next step, and we want to call that step problem handling. And in here we can give instructions on what the agent should do when a problem occurs. As you can see, I set it up to create a knowledge base so the agent can look for the best answer that it can give back to the customer. And in a minute we are going to set up the knowledge base as well, so we can train the agent in what it should say in certain situations. But as you can see right now, we did not connect the steps to each other yet. So if you go to the intro step, and if we click on next steps, so we want to select sales, and we want to give a condition on when the agent should be able to go to this step. And we want to hit create. And now when the user has interest in a product, the agent will go into the next step, which is sales, and try to sell the customer on the product. And we want to do the same in the sales step. So when there are any objections, we want to go into the problem handling step. So right now the flow of this conversation would look like this. We first have the intro, where the agent introduces itself, and after that it will go straight into the sales, and when a problem occurs there, it will go into problem handling. So this setup is pretty simple, and if you want to set it up for more advanced sales processes, you can do that as well in here. So if you have a sales process in place, you can just copy paste it into here, and your agent will just be able to sell users from the first step to actually closing the deal. Like I said before, we need to train the agent as well on some knowledge, so it knows how to handle objections. To do that, we want to go to the knowledge tab, and in here we want to upload some content. So the content that you will be able to upload is text files, video files, websites. So Ringly will actually scrape your website and upload all the data from your website to the agent. And this is also the place where you would upload any SOPs or objection handling documents. If you upload them here, the agent will be able to use them as well. If you want the agent to be even more capable, you can also add some actions to it. So if you go to the Actions tab, and if you click on Create Action, you can actually add functions like booking an appointment or even custom actions. So you will be able to connect it to services like Zapier or Make, and connect it to pretty much any app you like. This agent is just to show you what you can build in just a few minutes, and how capable an AI phone agent already is when you just set it up in a few minutes. So to show you how it works, I just want to fill in my phone number in the test your agent section. And if I now hit the button call me, I will get a call to my number.
Hi, this is Andrew from Ringly.io. How can I help you?
Yeah, I was just looking at some of your subscriptions, but I think it's a bit too difficult to set up myself.
I understand that setting up a subscription can be a bit challenging. However, Ringly has a chat widget with helpful documentation that can guide you through the process. Plus, our founders are also available to assist you with any questions you might have. You're not alone in this.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great. Thank you.
I'm glad I could help. If you have any more questions or need assistance in the future, feel free to reach out. Have a great day.
So as you could hear, that worked actually pretty good. And the answer it actually gave was an answer that I actually uploaded in the knowledge base. One other feature we have inside of Ringly is that you can actually listen back to your recording. So if I click on here, you can just see the transcript of the call, and you will also be able to listen back to the call. And Ringly will even give you a positive, negative, or neutral sentiment based on how the user reacted. So if you want to get started with setting up your own AI phone agent that can do sales for you, you can do that by going to the first link in the description, and you will get access to a free account with 10 free calling minutes as well. Like the AI phone agent just said, if you have any questions while setting up your agent, you will be able to just reach out to us through the chat widget in the right hand corner, and hopefully I'll speak to you soon.